Moving on.
All right, pulmonary embolisms.
Yeah.
I think we want to talk about this one because this isn't a brain buster.
No.
Like this isn't a heavy, even like from an advanced AP. I know you have some RV death spiral nonsense to talk about, but but I think one of the points of hitting this is I get asked all the time. I'm sure you get asked all the time, like, why isn't this person going for a thrombectomy? Why didn't they give T&K or TPA, right? And it's like, you know, it is kind of nuanced, right?
It is
a
very
little bit.
nuanced.
But I think if you just kind of get a general handle on what drives the kind of overall mortality risk of this, you'll get it pretty easily, get a better understanding.
And I, of course, to, you know, a cohort of PA students who aren't working in the critical care realm, I'm trying to give them what they need to know as far as baseline knowledge on PE. And honestly, I think that, you know, stable PE, which is not what we'll be talking about, but is very straightforward. I mean, it's not rocket science. You find out that they've got whatever size clot burden, but they're hemodynamically stable. They don't have evidence of elevated cardiac biomarkers. They don't need ICU admission. They may not need hospital admission at all.
Right.
You start them on oral anticoagulation. You discharge them home. You try and ascertain whether it was a provoked or unprovoked incident, and pending, you know, how you delineate that, plus or minus a hypercoagulable workup or referral to a vascular specialist. But I mean, you know, stable PE, standard PE is very simple and straightforward. The more nuanced approach becomes whenever you get into your intermediate high risk, your high risk. They've got these elevated cardiac biomarkers. They've got some evidence of RV strain. Are they hemodynamically unstable? And then to your point, delineating thrombolysis, IV anticoagulation, interventional radiology, and even still is the critical. I don't know if you have a definitive answer. I think it's very institution dependent, right? But what capabilities do you have at your institution? Do you have interventional radiology? Is someone there 24/7? What's their comfortability in performing the procedure, especially depending on what kind of anticoagulation you have the patient on? So I don't even think that in this cast I'll be able to give a clear and cut answer to when to thrombectomize, when to TPA, right? I can just give what we would do at our local institution, and it's probably what you would do in most larger centers. But
well, in your mind, right, you want to create, it's kind of like that almost that heuristic type thinking where you're like, how do I boil this down into a 1 or a 0?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, when you're talking about systemic TPA, right, you're talking about, generally speaking, you're talking about profound shock state,
right?
Like immediately, or impending cardiac arrest, or has had a cardiac arrest, and then we're just like, all right, well, that's that, right?
Yep. And I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. I just wanted to say that I just realized I messed up my verbiage or vernacular. I said thrombectomize. I mean, theoretically, this is an embolectomy. I liked
it. I personally liked it.
The emboli, but you know, this is an embolus, right? You don't end up with a PE from a regional local thrombus that forms like you can to cause a CVA or a CAD and a you know, coronary thrombus and stuff like that, and acute coronary ischemia. So it is a embolus, so it's an embolectomy. Yeah. Just before I get berated.
Well, tomato, potato.
Well, I've said things wrong before, and you know,
I didn't say anything. I'm turning over a new leaf.
No, you try and you talk about it for a whole month.
Somebody did. Actually,
was it on the last cast?
No.
Oh, okay.
I actually had a conversation with Kyle yesterday, and he brought up the levetiracetam.
We keep saying it. It's gonna be a shirt.
It's gonna haunt me for the rest of my days.